Hello everyone. We are studying this chapter light, shadows and reflection, and in the last class we have studied about the characteristics of shadow and the factors affecting the size of the shadow. Now in this class we are going to study about reflection and about reflecting surfaces. So as we know, light travels in a straight path, that is a rectilinear propagation of light, and due to that it shows one phenomena that is called reflection. Let us study about that what is reflection. So when a light ray falls on a smooth and polished surface, light returns back in the same medium, or when light falls on a shiny surface, the light rays bounce back, and this phenomena is called reflection of light. So whenever the light rays fall on a smooth and polished surface, then that smooth and polished surface returns back in the same medium, means that smooth and polished surface returns back the light in the same medium when light falls on that surface, and that bouncing back of that light is known as reflection. That phenomena is called reflection of the light. So whenever the light rays fall on a smooth or polished surface, light returns back into the same medium. When light falls on a shiny surface, it bounces back into the same medium, and this phenomena is called reflection of light. So a mirror is a surface from which the most of the incident light rays get reflected. It is called reflection. See, mirror is such kind of object which is able to reflect all the light. Means whatever the light incident on a mirror, it is able to reflect, bounces back all the light. As you can see here, this one is the plane mirror, and this one is the incident ray. Means light which strikes the surface, the ray which strikes the surface, that is referred as incident rays, and the ray which bounces back by a particular object, that is referred as reflected ray. So as you can see here, this one is a plane mirror, and this light is coming and strike the surface of this mirror. It is get reflected back by this plane mirror. It is bounces back by that plane mirror. That is called, and this is called reflection, and this phenomena is called reflection. And mirror is a such kind of object which is able to reflect all the light or all the incident light which just fall on a particular on the surface of the mirror. And incident ray means that ray which strikes the surface. Reflected means the bounces back. The ray which bounces back by the surface, that is referred as reflected ray. As you can see from this torch, an incident ray is coming and it is reflected back in the same medium in the air, and this phenomena is called reflection of light. Coming to the reflecting surface, there are different surfaces also. On the basis of reflection, there are different surfaces. Some surfaces are able to reflect all the light, while some surfaces are not able to reflect all the light. Let us study about that. We say light is reflected when it bounces off a surface. Reflection of light helps us to see most of the things around us. Yes, due to this reflection of light, we are able to see the object around us. Whenever the light falls on any object, that light gets reflected back by the object, and when it enters into our eyes, then we are able to see that object. Okay, so this reflection helps us to see any object around us. Now, reflection of light by a surfaces depend on the nature of the surfaces. Means reflection of the light depends on the nature of the surface, from which material it is made up of, what is the texture of that material. So it depends upon the nature of the surface. A rough or bumpy surface, also called an irregular surface, reflects a parallel beam of light incident upon it in different direction. Means a rough surface or bumpy surface. As you can see, this one is a rough and bumpy surface. Means it is an irregular surface. Like irregular, for example, is like wood. That is also a irregular surface. With the blanket, these are the irregular surfaces. So whenever the light, means the incident rays, that is, as you can see, they are parallel to each other. When it falls on this bumpy surface and irregular surface, after reflection, as you can see, they reflected into different directions. This incident upon it get reflected into different directions. So these type of surfaces are, this type of reflection is called diffuse reflection or irregular reflection. So due to this bumpy and irregular surfaces or rough surfaces, whenever the light incident on these surfaces, all the light get diverted or get reflected into a different directions, and this type of reflection is called diffuse reflection. So for diffuse reflection, which type of material is required? Which type of surface is there? That is irregular surface, that is rough and bumpy surfaces. So what is diffuse reflection? A reflection of light by a surface depends on the nature of the surfaces. A rough or bumpy surfaces reflects a parallel beam of light incident upon it in a different direction, and this type of reflection and this kind of reflection is called diffuse reflection, get diverted, get distributed into different directions. So as you can see, these are the incident ray that is striking the surface. After reflection, it goes into different directions. So this type of reflection is referred as diffuse reflection. Now coming to the regular reflection. A smooth surface or highly polished surface reflects a parallel beam of light incident upon it in one direction. A good example is smooth mirror. A smooth surface is a mirror. That is a smooth surface. That type of surface which is smooth, like mirror, even the tiles. In tiles also you are able to see your face. While shiny materials, that is called regular reflection. So a smooth surface or highly polished surface reflects a parallel beam of light incident upon it in one direction. So a good example of smooth surface is a mirror. So as you can see here, this one is the smooth surface. It reflects the parallel beam of light. That is the parallel beam of light. As you can see, this one is the incident ray. That is a parallel beam of light. It reflects all the light into a one direction. As you can see here, it reflects it in one direction. This type of reflection is called regular reflection. Like smooth surface is a mirror. So smooth surface or highly polished surface reflects a parallel beam of light incident upon it in one direction. It gets reflected into one direction, and we all are parallel to each other. These reflected ray are also parallel to each other. Even incident ray is also parallel to each other. So in the case of regular reflection, all the reflected rays goes into one direction and they are parallel to each other in the case of regular reflection. And what kind of surface is required? Highly polished surface, like mirror is a good example of that. So this is about the regular reflection. So today we have studied about reflection, means what is reflection, and about reflecting surfaces, in which we have studied about regular and irregular reflections. So these are some questions which is based on what we have studied today. I hope all of you are able to solve these questions. Thank you.